So here they're simply asking for the y coordinate when x is 0. So we're going to go ahead and replace the x with a 0 and the y with b, and we could fill in everything else here as we see it. And in reality, we could do this by hand. I'm going to show you the method I'd actually recommend in just a moment. But in case you're curious, order of operations, if you think about please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, we start with parentheses. In there, we can combine like terms. And then the next thing we would do is apply the exponent. 6 squared is 36. And then between multiplication and addition, we know we're definitely going to do multiplication before addition. And I like to do a multiplication shortcut. Since 36 is really 30 and 6, we could distribute the 3. 3 times 30 is 90. 3 times 6 is 18. 90 and 18 is 108. And then when you add it to the 5, we get our final answer is 113. However, I think it'd be more efficient to just put it into Desmos from the very beginning. So let's go to Desmos in the upper right corner here. And you could type it as y equals. However, when you know you're going to be plugging in a value, it makes more sense to use function notation like f of x or g of x or whatever you want. And we're going to say equals and just type the rest of this in. And then remember, you could do shift 6 to do the exponent. And you don't even have to press right to go down. If I just put plus, it's going to go down. And then we'll put the 5 here. And since I want to plug in 0, I'm going to just say, what's f of 0? And again, we get our answer is 113.